Welcome to my first ever hair tutorial. Actually, probably my very first tutorial ever. My friend Megan requested I do a hair tutorial, so we're gonna go over how I achieve my natural curls. It's pretty simple. I'm pretty much a wash and air dry girl. I rarely use a diffuser unless I'm in a hurry, then sometimes I will, but otherwise I just wash and then I let it dry. My hair does take a long time to dry, so I go ahead and wash it in the morning and let it dry all day if I know I have something to do at night. It's kind of a long process, but it's what works best for me. And like I said, I do use the diffuser if I am in a hurry, but I feel like it gives me less control and a little bit more frizz, and I don't quite like the way it looks at the end. But today we're gonna be using the Pattern products. So I've got their shampoo, there we go, conditioner, their leave-in conditioner, and then also their gel. So I use all these 4 products when I do my hair. I typically wash on Sundays and Wednesdays. So twice a week, and then I just kind of, it's up a lot of the time, to be completely honest with you, because I do a lot of working out, and it just drives me crazy when it's all over my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I guess this is the way we do it. Ow, I don't know, this is hot. Anyways, okay, so first of all, you're gonna wash your hair. So I think you know how to do that. So with that, we're gonna start out, this is really weird, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna start out, we're gonna use about a small bit of shampoo. I'm also getting water all over my camera. A little bit of shampoo. So I only do the top of my hair, letting it get in, and then let the rest of the shampoo just kind of trickle down. I usually wash twice. Another small dollop, and then once again only washing the top of my hair, getting a nicer lather that second time. I don't know why it does that, but it seems to be the case. So the second time, getting that lather, once again only doing the top, so I don't want to get the bottom, because most of the moisture I want to keep in the bottom of my hair, so I just usually do the top and then go ahead and let that shampoo go all the way down my hair to the end. So next, I go ahead and I grab the conditioner. So I really like the Pattern conditioner because it's super thick. So I'll show you. So their conditioner is really thick. I don't know if you can see it very well, but yeah, it's super thick conditioner. So that's what I use. I use kind of a big amount of this one. And this one, I focus on the bottom part of my hair. So I focus here. I don't really get it into the roots. I get it mostly in the ends here, so we can get that moisturized. I want to really focus on that bottom half. Sometimes I'll kind of let a little bit with that extra, whatever's left on my hands, go up to the top. But yeah. So then I let that just sit for a little bit, and while I let that sit, I take my actual shower, which we're not going to do right now because we're in the shower together. It's really strange having someone in my shower with me, but it's for a good cause. Also, I have the comb. So once I get this going, I will be using the comb as well. So this is like the shower brush, and I really like this one as well. If you can see, it's got some of the closer, so once I finger comb through, I can get through a little bit better with the comb here. And now we're going to go ahead and finger comb through your hair. So I don't want to use the comb first, mostly because I want to make sure that I'm not breaking my hair off. So I just go through with my finger comb, nice and gentle. So it should break up pretty easily here after you've done that deep conditioner. I feel like most of it's been finger combed out. I'll go ahead and take the Pattern comb, and this is when I'll go ahead and comb through it. So this is where you'll start to see, you can see a little bit of the conditioner, how thick it is, because it's starting to be in the hair there. So you can kind of see the thickness of it. And it should pretty much slide through because I've already done the finger combs. so it's not super tangly or anything like that. You know, what's interesting is I'm literally going to watch other tutorials after this and realize this isn't how you're supposed to do it. But you know, all of it's like starting to come together. You should be able to see really healthy looking right there. And that's where the comb comes in, or the brush. All right, so then after I'm done with that, you can see the white in there. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this out completely. So I'm gonna go wash this out, and then I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, so now that it's all washed out, I should be able to run my fingers through my hair. Then, while my hair is still completely wet, I go ahead and I use the leave-in conditioner. That's in the yellow one. So it's a leave-in conditioner. I get, there's hair on me. With the leave-in conditioner, I get probably a little dollop there. Not too much, because a little bit with this goes a long way. So we're gonna go ahead, put it all the way through my hair, all the way from the roots to the end. So I just comb it through once again using my finger combs. And then finally, I go on to the last step, which is the gel. And if you notice, I have not wrung out my hair. I haven't gotten any moisture out of it. So I will go ahead and take the gel. This one I do in a couple sets. So I take one, and then I'll go ahead, split it in half, wave it between, or not wave it, rub it between my fingers. I turn to the side, and then I do the praying hands method to go through my hair on the side. So I'll do that kind of from midsection to the bottom. Then I'll switch and do the other side. Letting it come all the way down. So I don't like to crunch because I feel like it gives me more shrinkage. So I go ahead and keep it straight. Then I bring them all together, both sides, with the praying hands. And then finally, I take two more little dollops. I do one, and I take it to the top of my head, and I go ahead and just go through flat, and just take it all the way back through. And then my final, once again another praying hands, and then my final bit that I do in my hair is to take a dollop here, and then I go to the very ends of my hair with my praying hands, and that's when I give a little bit of a scrunch. Not to all of it, but just to the ends, because that's where I find that they tend to frizz and get a little bit just unruly, and that's where they frizz the most and I lose the most control. So we'll go ahead and squeeze there, getting that in, leaving all the moisture in, and I do not let any of that out. Then I'll go ahead, pray one more time to get a little bit of the moisture, just a little squeeze, and that is it. So we'll go over everything afterwards with the drying, but that is what I do when I'm in the shower to wash my hair. The final piece of this, I just go ahead and sit here and let it air dry. So I take my pattern microfiber towel and I'll just slip it over my shoulders and let it chill here. I don't touch it until it's completely dry, or at least like very, very close to completely dry, because I don't want to increase any frizz. But you can use a diffuser here. You can also use the towel to let it dry, but it's just my choice to just let it air dry. Everybody's different, but that's what I find has worked best for my hair, is just to let it chill until it's ready to go. So that can be a couple hours. So if I'm going somewhere, once again, like I said, I'll go ahead and use the diffuser, but I don't have any plans today, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it air dry, and I will be back in a few hours. All right, it is the end of the day, and this is what my hair looks like when it's been air dried. Some people may just want to leave it this way, which is fine, but I like to have some zhuzh and fluff and fun. Big hair is my goal, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna be using a pick to do that, and then I also use my fingers as well to achieve the look that I'm looking for and kind of just play with it until it looks how I want it to look. But that's mostly what I do. I don't have any makeup on because I'm not also a makeup artist, so you won't be seeing that tutorial, but I will get the hair all fluffed up for you. So typically I use my hands and I kind of just go through the root. So I start picking up through the root from the bottom of it, and you might feel a little bit of moisture, and if it's too much moisture you can go ahead and diffuse a little bit if there's still some in there, because sometimes we don't get it all at the root, but for the most part you should be dry. So I continue to zhuzh it up. So I go forward and back here, and then I also kind of go side to side as well, and I go underneath. So I want to make sure that I'm not just on the top here, so I don't just want to go here, but I also want to get underneath. Also from the front where I have my bangs and things, that's where I go the side to side, so I can get that fluff there and pull it back. I come up, see what I've got going on there, and it's nice and big, just like I like it. And then I can take a pick if I still am not satisfied, so I go ahead. So I'll usually go from about the mid head and comb it forward just a little bit. Don't go through all of the curls, just picking out to a couple inches. So I dig in, pick it out a couple inches, and then I go all the way to the bottom, and I do that as well. So don't go all the way through the end of the curl, because we don't want to take the curl out. We just want to lift at the root. I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's what I feel. All right, so then flip it over again, even more. All right, well, I got a lot of curl going on here. So yeah, so then I'll just go ahead and kind of fluff it around. Maybe I want to have a little bit more on this side, so I can do that, or I can have it on the other side if I want to do that. So it's pretty flexible. So same thing with pattern. It's a flexible hair product there. So it's not like you're gonna have this crunch, so it's moving, it's juicy, as they say, and yeah, so you can do whatever you want with the hair. You can even have it back, however you like to part it. I don't know, some people like to part in the middle. I'm a side parter, and as you can see, I was able to move it all over my hair, all over my head, and still have shape and movement and everything like that. So that, sorry, I'm looking at myself in here to make sure that it looks how I want it to look. So I'm not looking at the camera, so my apologies, but I just want to make sure that I have the look that I want at the end. Sometimes I pull it down a little bit here. I'll do the other direction because I feel like I want it the other way. The light is better on this side, so that'll show you a little bit better. So this is what my hair looks like at the end of everything. So wash, dry, and then products all from Pattern. I will go ahead and link all of that information below, what the products are, where you can get them. And this is my hair tutorial. If you have any questions, please write me in the comments. I hopefully have showed you, I've showed you all the steps that I do every single time that I wash my hair. So if you have questions about any of it, please just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. But good luck with your hair, and I'll see you next video.